System integration in the Land Transportation, Franchising, and Regulatory Board. Here are the present board. Arceo Harvey, Bolivar Jimuel, Jimenez Sam Andre, Masangre Jones. Next slide, please. The introduction. The LTFRB is the government agency under the Department of Transportation responsible for regulating and monitoring public land transportation in the Philippines. It manages franchise, permits, routes, and compliance of public utility vehicles nationwide. Next slide. Importance of system integration in transportation sector. Efficient transport data exchange ensures safe, legal, and timely operation of public utility vehicles, prevents delay in franchise processing, reduce corruption, and improves commuter safety and convenience. Next slide. Existing system in LTFRB. Next slide, please. PTOPS, or Public Transport Online Processing System. Next slide. Here you can see the available functions of the website. Next slide. And here are the purposes or services that they serve. Next slide. And here are their contacts. So the PTOPS currently does is it allows applicant to apply, upload documents, and track status online, reduce physical queuing in the LTFRB, pero hindi pa rin siya connected in real time sa LTO or LGU system, meaning yung mga staff manually pa rin nila chine-check isa-isa or bine-verify yung mga data or yung application ng mga user. Tapos hindi pa rin siya totally digitalized or partial digitalization pa lang siya kasi yung or most of the transaction are end up being processed manually behind the scenes. Next slide, please. So ito yung mga hotline or mga email nila or where you can contact them.
So dito naman po tayo sa integration challenges. Yung una po dito is data fragmentation. FTOPS, Franchise Application, and LTMS, Vehicle License Info are separate. No unified database. So, ano nga ba to? Isipin nyo na lang po yung halimbawa po yung sa bangko po. Kumari po, may savings po kayo sa isang branch ngayon, tapos iba po yung system na ginagamit ng ibang branch. So, hindi po agad lumalabas yung record mo dun sa lahat ng lugar. Kasi, magkahiwalay po yung record. Wala pong unit, wala pong isang database. Tapos, pangalawa po dito is legacy system. Many LTFRB offices still rely on manual filling and paper-based archives. So, halimbawa po dito yung isipin po natin yung hospital po, yung gumagamit pa rin po ng mga papel, mga paper records po ng mga patients. So, kahit may modern na hospital information may modern hospital information system, nahihirapan pa rin po silang isama yung mga lumang files. Data privacy and security issues. Sensitive operator, vehicle and driver data must comply with the Data Privacy Act of 2012 or RA 10173. So dito naman po yung nung noong 2016 nagkaroon po ng Comelec. Yung bilihan po ng bila pong lumabas yung milyong-milyong boto ng mga botante. By pang-apat po is limited ICT infrastructure. So, provincial LTFRB branches have slow internet affecting portal access. So, dito po halimbawa po dito is katulad po ng mga ilang municipal hall sa mga probinsya po. Kapag mabagal po yung internet, na apektuhan or naantala po yung pagproseso ng business permit po online. So, panghuli po is scalability problems. FTOPS faced delays and downtimes during period of high transaction volume. So, dito naman po is, halimbawa po, yung pagbagsak po ng ticketing website tuwing may mga sabay-sabay pong bumibili ng ticket para po sa mga malalaking concert. Ganun po.
Next is proposed system integration solutions. Next slide. Cloud-based solutions, secure and scalable hosting for P2PS and transport data. Cloud-based solution, transport system like P2PS and database will be hosted in the cloud. This ensures security, easier access, and the ability to handle more users without system crashes. Next, implement data standards. Unified transport data standards across agencies to ensure smooth communications. Using one standard format for transport data across all agencies helps them exchange information smoothly and avoid mismatches. Next. Cybersecurity enhancement, encrypted database quick access controls, and real-time monitoring of suspicious activity. Cybersecurity enhancements, strong security like encrypts are limited access, and the real-time monitoring will protect the system from hacking and unauthorized use. Next. Technologies and tools. Cloud computing or AWS, Azure, or Cloud PH for hosting LTFRB online systems and services. Cloud computing allows LTFRB to host its online systems and services on secure, reliable platforms. This makes operations more efficient. APIs or middleware for connecting LTFRB with other government agencies and transport apps. This will act as bridges that connect LTFRB systems with other government agencies and transport applications to Grab, and this ensures smooth data sharing and better integration of services. Blockchain for secure and tamper-proof franchise and permit records or pilot project ideas. Blockchain provides a tamper-proof digital ledger for franchise and permit records. Since data stored in blockchain cannot be easily altered, and it increases transparency, security, and trust in LTFRB. Big data and AI for analyzing commuter demand, traffic patterns, This will collect large amounts of computer and traffic information while AI or artificial intelligence analyzes these patterns. It will help LTFRB make smarter decisions in route planning, demand forecasting, and traffic management.
Benefits of integration. Next, faster franchise and permit processing. Applications and renewals can be approved more quickly by linking LTFRB with LTO and LGU records. Since using this proposed ngang system, mas mapapadali yung pag-process ng mga permit. Reduced red tape and corruption. Automated, transparent data sharing minimizes manual interventions and opportunities for bribery. Since ang transparent data na siya, nami-minimize niya yung bribery or intervention ng mga transactions. Next, improve commuter safety. Authorities can instantly verify operator, vehicle and driver compliance with safety and licensing requirements. Dahil nga dito sa proposed na system na to, mas na-improve niya yung safety since nabe-verify niyo yung operator, yung vehicles and yung driver. Data-driven transport planning. Integrated data helps identify commuter demand, optimize routes, and improve traffic management. Next, scalability and efficiency. Centralized cloud-based systems ensure smooth operations even during peak application periods. Like madaming napasok na mga user na nagamit ng system. Next. Conclusion. The LTFRB has taken a step forward with PTOPs, but it remains partially integrated. To truly modernize Philippine land transport, the LTFRB must expand integration with LTO, LGUs, and financial systems, adapt cloud solutions, APIs, and standardized data formats, strengthen cybersecurity to protect sensitive transport data. A well-integrated LTFRB system can cut red tape, enhance safety, improve efficiency, and provide better service to both drivers and commuters. Next.
So, dito naman po tayo proceed sa upload journey. Unahin po muna natin itong current system ng LTFRB. So, kapag gusto ng applicant na may dalawang option po pala yung applicant. So, yung kung gusto nila pumunta physical or gusto nila i-access yung portal nila. So, yung start po din. Ang pinakauna po is start. So, sunod po ng login. So, pagka-login po, may parang sasubmit po ng mga requirements. So, dito po, dadaan po dito sa process na manual validation. So, kapag complete na po yung manual validation na yun, may condition po dito na kung may po-proceed or hindi. So, kapag magpo-proceed po, ayun po kapag complete po yung document na napasa ng applicant. So, kapag hindi po kompleto, babalik po yung system sa submit application para po makampleto yun. So, kapag yes po, dito na ulit po tayo sa dadaan po dito sa process na LTO records check, LGU clearance, and pag nakalagpas po dito sa dalawa na to, ito naman po dadaan sa process na condition na verified. So, dito po mangyayari yung verification kung okay na po ba yung mga requirements na nasa. So, if no pa rin po, so pupunta pa rin po dito yung sa submit application hanggang maulit po yun, hanggang makompleto po ito hanggang sa mapunta po dito sa process na manual payment and or release permit, and dun po mag-end yung system.
Ang sunod po ay yung proposed integrated LTFRB system. Ang una po dito ay start, then pagka-start, maglalagay na po dun sa portal yung mga may access nito. Then, magsasubmit po sila ng application like yung mag-upload sila ng documents nila and yung mga other requirements po. Tapos, next ay auto-validation po. Dito naman i-check ng system kung complete na ba yung in-upload na documents or requirements ng user. Then, sunod ay complete. Kapag hindi pa complete yung documents or requirements, babalik siya sa submit application. Pero pag hindi, mag-proceed na siya dun sa LTO database. Tapos, sunod ay LGU database, then DOTR database. Then, decision ay verified auto. Pag nag-no siya dun sa verified, babalik ulit siya sa submit application. Then, pag nag-yes, magpuproceed siya sa digital payment system. Dito yung papasok yung mga GCash, Paymaya, mga banks, ganun. Then, after nun, doon na tayo sa automated permit release. Dito yung system, mag-i-issue na siya ng digital franchise of permit na pwede i-download online, then end.
So, dun sa pinagkaiba ng current LTFRB system is mostly yung process is manually pa rin yung iba kasi yung process or hindi pa sila ganun ka-digitalize, while dun sa process integrated LTFRB system is digitalized na katulad yung sa pagbabayad, and also yung current LTFRB system is madami siyang paperwork, so nagre-require siya ng magpunta sa mga specific na offices para kumuha ng mga papers, while doon naman sa proposed LTFRB system is makukuha mo na yung mga papers ng mga requirements online, and yung efficiency and yung time, hindi siya, yung proposed LTFRB system is hindi ganun ka-time consuming. Thank you, and that concludes our presentation.